We're going to send it over to News 8 meteorologist Art Jarrett. I'm so sorry, Art.
It's okay. I'm still surviving. I'll handle it. I should call you Felicia right now for that. Hey, as we get into it, we're looking at La Crosse, as I showed you before. You're holding on to conditions that are going to drop down to at least -2 all the way through the mid-morning hours. You're also going to see this week's forecast. You're looking at bitter cold conditions. Also, that holding on to tomorrow, we'll be picking up temperatures getting back into the cold, believe it or not. And now we're looking at temperatures to get up to about maybe 25 degrees for some of our warmest locations, possibly. The snow, as we've seen over the last 6 hours, that continues to work well up to the north, as well as over into Michigan. That being said, we have the highs for Thursday. Today, we're looking at sunny and blistery conditions. Again, we're seeing the wind chill kicking in from at least -15 to at least -30 for some locations today. We have 1 to about 11 degrees for our highs for the day, believe it or not. And as we get into it, 6 a.m., we're holding on to temperatures we're known as looking at -2, La Crosse at -1, Eau Claire at -4, other locations around -5. We'll move into at least the mid-morning hours, looking at 9 o'clock. Temperatures bump up to about 0 degrees. You've got -8 up in Ladysmith, -3 in Eau Claire. So you need to bundle up the kiddos as you head to school and for yourself going to work today. And of course, if you're taking a break and heading out to do some errands, please be careful and limit your time outdoors. We'll go right into Thursday, going into the noon hour, and you're looking at temperatures kind of bumping up around, say, 3 degrees for La Crosse, -3 for Eau Claire, -4 for Ladysmith, and down to the south, temperatures at 6 degrees for Boscobel as well as Prairie du Chien. You take into the zones for account for everybody else, you're looking at temperatures around, say, 7 to 11 degrees. We'll take it to the south zone, and you're looking for temperatures getting into at least, say, 7 to about 11 degrees down there as well. We'll go back up to the central zone and spread it around from 3 to at least 11 degrees for us. Eau Claire, La Crosse, one of the main spots there. Then we'll take it right back up into the north zone, where you're looking at 1 to about 6 degrees for your highs for the day. That being said, CityCam 8 looking pretty good. You've got mostly clear skies out there right now, so you can see some of the twinkles out there. In fact, you'll also be looking at conditions like this today as we carry over from 7 a.m. all the way to 7 p.m. -2 to at least 0 degrees, warming up gradually into the 1 o'clock hour. By 7, your high possibly getting to around 8 degrees, and then eventually you'll get down to at least 5 degrees, getting back into the evening commute and done. As you're heading out, there is an alert day for tomorrow, and that, I should say, starting Friday night going into Saturday. That is because of the possibility of at least snow, some freezing rain out there, and the possibility of sleet. We could see some ice out there possibly as well. All areas, greatest threat is south of I-90. You can see some of the locations as you get deeper for La Crosse, the possibility, as you can see, as it gets darker there, that's where most of the ice is going to be out in the outer rim. You'll also see the possibility of possible ice working into the area from La Crosse, moving all the way to Eau Claire as well. The wind chill for today, you get right back into it where it feels like it's going to be tapering down as we go through the morning hours, believe it or not. And eventually, as we get into the afternoon, some of that will also stay just around, say, -1 to at least about -7 to 8 degrees in some cases. So we'll call it -13 just to be on shore. We'll go into it as we have that area of low pressure that's going to be kicking out, and out it goes. Eventually, as we go right through today, that cold air limits itself and stays around. High pressure begins to build down to the south going into it as we finish out for Thursday, today going into Friday, and all that cold air begins to lift up. And as that happens, we start to warm it up. We'll take it into account as this all plays out going into the next few days. We're going to find ourselves getting into warmer conditions ahead, where we'll see at least temperatures around, say, 11 degrees for today, 22 for tomorrow in cold conditions. Then tomorrow is the alert day because of the mix of rain and snow, the possibility of ice and sleet and freezing rain not out of the question. You'll also see the low temperature starting to warm up gradually into 30s, with mild conditions on the way for Sunday, carrying over into Monday with more rainfall potential in the form of light spritzles to at least maybe a sprinkle or two, maybe a light shower. Cooler conditions roll back in as we go into Tuesday and Wednesday, with temperatures from 33 to about 30. So we begin to cool down after those those 39-degree temperatures going all the way into Monday. Cooler conditions going in for Thursday as we get closer to the freezing temperature for Thursday, and of course the possibility of drier conditions on the way. Back to you.